Hello guys and welcome back to Hammer Time with me, Alex. Episode, I believe, 8 now. And since last time I've advanced through quite a few games. I thought, you know what, with the beta coming to an end sooner or later, I think it's within the next four or 5 days now when I'll bring this out, because I've been on a 3-day hiatus just there, trying to get myself sorted with work. I've decided to actually just advance through towards the Young Boys game, to advance the save quite quickly through what's going on. So, since last time, I'll quickly update you. A bit of a camera change as well. If you're not used to this sort of setup, I've switched my computer from one side on my desk to the other side, just purely for just to make it a lot easier for myself. Since last time, as I said, we played Manchester United in a 1-0 defeat in the dying embers of the match. Then we went to play against Wolves. Well, we didn't go anywhere. We actually played at our own stadium, and we managed to sadly just get a 0-0 draw. Is a pretty disappointing game, really. We probably should have won it overall. Then we played Shakhtar Soligorsk, which was a nice, comfortable 3-0 win for us. I'll show you some of the goals throughout all these. Nice, comfortable win for us. Musawarko having a fantastic game out there. Yarmolenko really coming into a bit of form, actually, as well. Then we went away from home to Chelsea. Now, Chelsea absolutely dominated this game. How we managed to get a goal out of it, I have no idea. But Jared Bowen managing to slip one past Chelsea's goalkeeper Mendy, and then into a nice little game against Burnley where we won 3-0. Really efficient in that game, nothing really to report. It's just Burnley are very, very poor at the moment. And then Genk, a nice little 1-0 win in the 94th minute, which means that we go pretty high up in our Europa League group. Then a loss to Palace at home. Conor Gallagher having the game of his life. It was a really disappointing performance by our defence. Kurt Zouma as well, having a real stinker. And a 2-2 draw with Leeds, 2-2 between us. Nothing really to separate the two teams. And then a nice little win away from home to Southampton, which leads us on to this game against Young Boys. Now, in the Premier League, I'll quickly update you where we are. So we're currently sitting 13th. We're on 17 points, which amazingly, with 3 points off 8th, which is madness to me, absolute madness. But hey ho, here we are. Ronaldo on 15 goals after 14 games, which is Manchester United, top of the league. Well, they probably should be in real life, to be honest. But yeah, we're currently sitting at 13th, not too bad, around mid-table. A few nice games to come our way as well. We've had some difficult games so far. We've got a nice little run, so we can hopefully try and get towards this 7th or 8th spot. And then in the Europa League, I'll quickly just show you that. It's our final game. We've already qualified. We're already there. But I thought I'd bring you a Young Boys game just so we can see it out. And I'll show you who's advanced forward into the Europa League stages. I might even bring you the round of 16 draw. That'll be interesting to see. So tactical meetings, we'll get straight into the game now. Apply the opposition instructions as we always do. I think we need to get a new assistant manager because it's just not... I don't know. Some of the tactics and some of the advice hasn't been fantastic. Cresswell's been out with an injury, but Musawaku's been in the form of his life, so I'm going to keep Musawaku. I might actually keep him fit, because fitness-wise, Cresswell needs a bit of game time out there, so I'll let him play for a bit, Aaron Cresswell. Ben Johnson's going to stay in the side. I'm going to bring in, where is he now? Kurt Zouma for a bit of fitness, as he needs it, I think, and I think he definitely needs the fitness, so he swaps out with Dawson. I quite like Issa Diop. He's been playing very well lately, and he's been developing quite a bit as well, so I quite like the way he's been playing. Ogbonna's been pretty structurally sound at the back, so I'm going to keep him on as well. Pablo Fornals, he's going to come out. I'm going to bring back in Thomas Souček. Declan Rice is going to get a rest. I'm going to bring in Mark Noble. Vlasic is going to come out. I'm going to bring in Lanzini just so he can have a bit of a game. I've also got a bid actually from Krasnodar to sell him for 6.25 million, which is big money for us, in all honesty. And Yarmolenko is going to come in for Antonio. And in fact, no, Jared Bowen can have a rest. I think Jared Bowen definitely needs a rest at some point, so he's going to come in as well. So we're going to stick with being balanced. We're away from home to Young Boys. We're going to start with our side, Fabianski in net as ever. And yeah, we're going to carry on into the game and hopefully get a result out of this game again. Just a nice little episode to really bring you in. We've already qualified, as you know, top of the group. Hopefully, we can finish on a high and keep the form going. I'm going to rotate the side out a little bit more as well. But yeah, this is just going to be a game to focus on trying to get the form back up to where it was. A few transfers which has actually gone through, so I'll be signing a few players, a lot of players, either on loan or transfer-wise. So we had a transfer budget of 8 million, which is not fantastic. It's just hit the post there. Nugamalu, I think they call him Nugmalu, has just hit the post for young boys. Let's try and demand a bit more from the lads, actually, because that was very poor to be not conceding that, but letting them have the shot on target like that, or even get one off in the first place, as now we chase them back and they try and push forward a bit more here. The young boys, Ogbonna rescues the ball and Cresswell has a free roam to run down this left-hand side. Ogbonna picks the ball up, gives it Souček, who finds Yarmolenko. Can he maybe get across into the box here? He can't. Cresswell can, though. Antonio's there, and it's nearly finished off in that bottom right-hand corner, but the main transfer that I'm trying to get in is perhaps a striker, or even pushing on there, because the striker situation is decent enough at the moment. I'm trying to find a nice little, maybe a centre attacking mid that's a bit more of a... Vlasic is a great player to bring the ball forward, and maybe I prefer him to play him out on that left-hand side, in all honesty. I'm just trying to bring in a bit more quality, more than anything, within a few different areas. I've got a few different transfers going through. I'll show you towards the end, and also perhaps a backup goalkeeper to Fabianski, who could potentially, in all honesty, become a main sort of goalkeeper, because there's things that I want to try and develop sooner or later, so that we can try and progress this save as fast as we can, because 8 million is not a lot of money to spend at all. So Lanzini picks it up as we've kicked off straight from the beginning. There's a highlight here which is carried on going. Zuma has the ball, gives it Ogbonna. Can maybe Zuma bring it out from the back? Souček to Johnson. Nice little triangle football here, which is what I want to see. Souček back to Noble. We've got a nice... I like the system that we're playing. It's just finding the players to play in it at the moment. Ogbonna's not really going to be your spark of a player, as Lanzini brings it forward now. Who's another player that would probably be seen off soon. As Souček heads that over the bar, and that's an opportunity not taken there. Souček's going to come out. I'm going to bring in Kral to play in his position, and as well as that, I'm going to bring off Antonio and bring on Jared Bowen just to maybe switch things up a tiny bit. And as well as that, I'm going to bring off Diop because he's been playing a lot of football lately. I'm going to bring in Rice as Issa Diop's just scored a header as I was doing these substitutes. Cresswell, I believe, with the ball in there. Yep, Cresswell from the corner, whips it in. Issa Diop's there, and he's been scoring a lot of goals from corners. Free kicks and set pieces wise, this West Ham side is very, very good with how it plays. As I'm playing Rice as a left centre-back here, a left wide centre-back, which is unique, to say the least. But yeah, another win to secure it. More importantly, I don't want to jinx it yet, we've not really conceded a goal as of yet, which I'm scared to say because they've been put through on goal, and Fabianski with a fantastic save, saved the day there. And we've been solid in defence, which is what I've wanted to try and see, because the form at the back, we've been conceding a lot. We've not really had a clean sheet in that many games that we've played. We have a few 0-0 draws here or there, but I want to be able to be confident when we go into games and know what we're going to be, how we play, and know that we're going to be keeping clean sheets, for example. So that is going to be the end of the episode. They've done well there. When is the draw? That's my question. So I've just double checked. It's going to be around about the 13th. So I'll quickly just run through some transfers with you. It might be a longer episode, so we'll see what we can do. So Lanzini, as you can see here, he's had a few offers for loan, but I'm going to reject all them because we do have an offer for him being bought for 7.75 million. We do have to pay a bit of his wages, but I don't mind that at all. It's only £17,000 a week, which is more than enough. It is what it is. I'm happy with that. Alongside that, what I wanted to show you is the ins. So, in terms of ins, we've got Sam Johnstone, who joins us for a very small fee, to be fair. I think we only paid around about 1 million up front for him. Ex-Manchester United goalkeeper, as you'll probably all know. Loaned out a lot, went to Aston Villa for a few years, played pretty good football then. At West Brom, he's been spending his years there. He had a few decent years, and especially this year in the Championship with West Brom. But I think he wanted to leave just to try and secure some decent football. And to be honest, if you compare him with the likes of Fabianski, he's not a bad goalkeeper. He's not a bad goalkeeper at all. He's technically much more gifted than Fabianski, as you can see. Handling of the ball, reflexes he's great at. He doesn't rush out as much. Throwing he could be a bit better at. But first touch-wise and passing-wise, aerial reach is a bit better, but communication maybe loses it a bit. He's probably better, a little bit better technically, but mentally, he doesn't have that capacity. He's not very constant. He doesn't really concentrate. Leadership-wise, isn't there. Position is what you need, as well as your teamwork and your work rate, whatever. But then also his physicals. for a goalkeeper aren't brilliant. Your balance, for example, your acceleration, so he's going to be a better sweeper keeper. But I thought I'd just bring him in because it'll be an interesting one to let Fabianski sort of see himself out while Sam Johnstone comes in, and we can wait to bring in a fantastic goalkeeper. And Sam Johnstone at 28 is going to be here for years. Musacchio, I'm working on bringing him in, as obviously I think I showed you ages ago. We had an opportunity to bring him in, but obviously we didn't have the money back then. Umtiti's not coming in. Jordan Lukaku, I've showed you. He's confirmed to come in, so he's a left back option because we've got Cresswell, Masuaku, and then Jordan Lukaku now. So that'll be interesting to see how he plays. Ceballos is coming in. He's going to be on loan as a Metzala, so I can let Declan Rice drop deeper, and then Ceballos threading those through balls through. I'm very happy about that coming on loan. Dion Lopi, I'm going to bring him in. He looks like a potential player for the future. Reports-wise, looks pretty good. Potential to be a Premier League standard. At the moment, it's just a League 2 standard, which isn't brilliant, but for what, 250k that I'm initially paying for him, not bad. And Thiago Almada, we've known him for years on the scene in Football Manager. He becomes a fantastic player, and I think they're only asking for around about £4.5 million up front, 17.5 potentially altogether, 52k a week. I'm going to delay the Dion Lopi transfer just to see what happens with the Almada one. A few interesting fixtures coming up. United in the league, for example, Liverpool in the league. We've got Boston United in the FA Cup third round, so I might start that one because that'll be an introduction to the FA Cup, as you know. So I'll probably join you back for a Boston United side, which I'm pretty much sure Dr. Benji actually managed as well. And then we've got quite a few interesting games to play, and obviously then the European Cup games where I'll bring you back for probably a double. I'll probably try and figure out a way to show both of these games in one episode. I'll try and shrink it down for you. So yeah, hope you did enjoy this episode. It's been a long one. I'm trying to update you. This is probably the length of the videos that I'll be putting out now, because I want to be able to bring you quite a big chunk of the season going through, because going through 3 games at a time, as you can see here, I think up until this point, we were looking at maybe 5 or 6 episodes, and then throughout this chunk here has been 1 episode. So I'm going to try and get a few more. Towards the end of the season, you're looking at maybe another 4 or 5 episodes, potentially, because I want to try and speed this up so I can get the transfers in, and then hopefully by Christmas, or in real life anyway, I'll have quite an interesting look at how Football Manager works, how West Ham has developed and hopefully become quite a top Premier League division side in the Champions League. And yeah, it's going pretty well at the moment. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you did as ever, please leave a like in the video. If you are enjoying the series, subscribe as well, because then you can get your notifications, and I shall catch you in the next episode. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.